And in this video, I want to talk about another way that, like scammers and stuff, what they do is, basically use and abuse, how they line it up in a certain way for knowing how people think, or knowing what is a trend, knowing, what they see as a voice of authority, okay, who they see as a voice of authority. For example, I think many people know this, that there are some people who can't differentiate who is an actor that is just an actor and not whatever the kind of actor they play, say a surgeon or a doctor, anything along that line. They see that person because they're an actor or actress, that they know what the topic that they're, that they are a doctor or they are whatever, when they're not. But they think, some people go from there and say, well, they've had to have studied it because, so they would know. That's still not a voice of authority at all. Of course, they'd have to study how the word is pronounced, what does it mean sometimes, along this line. But it doesn't make them a voice of authority on some medication or anything, or what you should do, what you should buy, as far as insurance or anything like that. And you could see that, sometimes in ads, commercials, not quite so much anymore. I think that's pretty much coming to an end, because it's a major form of manipulation, because some people don't understand that, no, they're not voices of authority on whatever it is. But they can do this in various ways too, such as people use, say, somebody who is a celebrity or has a celebrity kind of status, and they say, well, that celebrity does this, so therefore I'm going to do this too. And again, it can be seen on commercials or ads, and it doesn't even have to be on something like that. Just some of the ways that people will think that, okay, well, they do it, they get away with it, so therefore I can do it and get away with it. Okay, that might be a little confusing, but think about any social media. Say somebody who's really big on whatever social media you use, or more than one, and they do something and they keep doing it, and some others say, well, if they can do it and get away with it, then so can I. Okay, they're not a voice of authority on anything, could be, but the other ones are going to say, like, if they say something like they're the voice of authority, others might say, well, they're the voice of authority because look how popular they are. Nobody's, corrected them, and would you see it if they corrected them? Nobody, their channel hasn't been taken down, so they must know what they're talking about. So I'm going to talk on this, they think they're going to talk on the same subject as that same voice of authority. No, that's not how it works. This kind of thing can continue, such as, using movies. If it's in the movie, then it must be, that people who wrote the movie, they must have really researched it, so they know what they're talking about. Or, somebody who just wrote a fiction novel, that they must have really researched it, and they know better than, especially like if they say the scientists are wrong and they're right. No. Okay. And I mean, like I say, this can go on from there, but really, I've been having troubles uploading videos to this channel that I've done that are voice, not PowerPoint. I can do PowerPoint, but I do that on a different computer. I do it on my desktop. This I do through my cell phone, Android. And I've been having trouble, so I don't even know if it will do right. It basically, nobody can see it if I do it from my cell phone. I don't know why. It could be connected to something like that. No, it's just not telling me, so I don't know what what is causing it. But anyway, so I might as well wrap this up, put it up, see if it does the same. I've done a few videos and it does that. So, but I'll go ahead, like I said, wrap it up. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share on your own social media, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye. Okay, I'm going to add a little note here. I think in this video I mentioned this about my having troubles uploading and people being able to see once I publish them. That stopped. So finally it's back to At least as far as I know, back to normal. So just want to make that little note.